We brought in freshman forward Ryan Andrus. Ryan, welcome to the show. Your debut on BYU Sports Nation.
Absolutely. Good to be here.
Listen, we made a mistake the last time you guys played Pepperdine. We brought Marty Wilson, their head coach, in here thinking that we were going to be nice, extend the hand of fellowship.
And then
BYU Sports Nation karma got out of control, and Pepperdine pulled off the win in the weirdest night ever in the Marriott Center. So we had to get a BYU player, and we wanted you so that you can right the ship for Pepperdine.
You're never going to make that mistake again, right?
No.
Absolutely not. Some people are like, you're not going to have him on next. No.
Good.
Serious. You think that might be a joke? Like, there are some people that are, like, dead serious. You cannot have Marty Wilson on the show again.
I like Marty.
He's a great guy, but he's not coming on the show again.
Absolutely.
This is a huge game, but before we talk about Pepperdine, let's talk about Santa Clara. You played a lot of minutes. This is kind of a new thing for you. How have you transitioned into getting some real PT now?
It all starts in practice. I think this whole season long, being able to compete with guys like Kafusi and Worthington, just those bigger bodies have conditioned me to be able to get some playing time, and it starts in practice, just proving myself and showing the coaches I can compete with those guys.
You looked confident on the floor against Santa Clara. How have you grown this season, both mentally and physically?
Coming from high school, it's a lot different game, and so I think being able to get your body right. I've been able to put on some pounds here and there, be able to bang with the bigger guys, but mentally, I think. It's a matter of just telling yourself you'll be able to go for 4 minutes at a time, because this level you can't take possessions off, and so getting your mind right on telling yourself you're not going to take a possession off here or there, because that could cost you the game at this level. So I think being able to prepare yourself physically and mentally is a big part of this game.
Ryan, take me to the scores table. Dave Rose has already said, Andrus! You're sitting there at the scores table. You're about to go in. What's going through you?
Number one key going into this game was rebounding, and so.
No, not coach speak. I mean, like, your feelings.
My feelings.
Yeah. Are you like, dude? I'm gonna wreck some fools.
Yeah.
When I get in. Or you're like, oh, I'm a little nervous. This is going to be all right.
No, of course. I had some butterflies, but I think that's typical coming off the bench. 6-7 minutes into the game, your legs are a little bit tired. You've been sitting there for a little bit. But for the most part, I was ready. I was confident. I knew I was going to go in and play how I'd practiced, and I had a really good week in practice. So I was actually really confident.
Now we can go into the coach speak. You mentioned in the postgame, I remember, to rebound that basketball. Yeah. More bigs. You guys did a really nice job of rebounding the ball. So that was an emphasis and the number one key going into the game, right?
Yeah. Nate Austin, obviously, big-time rebounder. We're missing him. Our leading rebounder currently, Kyle Collinsworth, was out. And so our number one key just going into this game was rebounding, and I knew that was my job going into the game. And so my whole focus was go in and get good positioning and pull down some boards.
What kind of things are you doing in practice to simulate it so that you can become a better rebounding basketball team?
To be a good rebounder, you've got to go every time. You can't take any possessions off, and every shot. I know what shots our team's going to take, and it's a matter of going every time, finding a body, getting a hit, and pursuing the ball. So every possession I focus on reading where the ball's going, getting a hit, and just pursuing the ball.
Well, yeah, you had five offensive rebounds, right? Okay, and so that obviously comes with the territory of knowing that your teammates are going to put up some threes and some familiarity with that. What do offensive rebounds do for your confidence on the floor?
It's huge. Giving our team an extra possession is key, and so I think on the offensive side, it's just a huge confidence booster when you pull down an offensive rebound and give your team an extra possession. So you want to do it more often and build your confidence. So I was just going every time.
If you get an offensive rebound, do you have the green light to go back up? Because if I get the O-board, I'm like, bonus! I'm putting this baby up.
No, you do. But a few of those. A few of our guys had a better shot, so kicked out, found ants on one, and
you're a better teammate than I am. I'm like, I'm going up, man. We weren't gonna have this.
Jeremy's a black hole.
I'm the Carmelo Anthony of the Richards building. That's my nickname.
Ryan Andrus with us on BYU Sports Nation, BYU basketball freshman forward. You head to Pepperdine, and I talked to Tyler Haws, and he said, my dad's been saying to me, you just got to win every game at this point. Just win the next one.
Not that tough.
Just win every game. Just win the next one. What is the sense of urgency for this team moving forward?
Our whole focus, we've had Pep up on the board for this whole week, and this is, if we can get this win, our confidence going into the rest of conference is skyrocketed. So our focus is one game at a time, and Pep's that next game. So I think heading out there, we need to just have a focus that we did against Santa Clara, and if we have that, then I think we'll be in good shape.
Was Pepperdine a fluke? Do you guys feel like, you know what, we are the better team, we're going to go in there and we're going to compete and hopefully win?
Yeah, they're not going to see the same BYU team they did the first game. We're playing well right now. We've got a lot better chemistry, I think, than we did about a month ago when we played them. So they won't be seeing the same BYU team.
Now, we asked Corbin Kafusi, because he's a freshman big, and we've also asked Isaac Nielsen this question about Mark Pope and the specific coaching techniques he uses to give to each of you. Corbin said he tells me to slow down, Corbin. And Isaac talked about just having more presence in the post. What is Mark Pope's message to you as a freshman big?
To me, it's not more on the offensive side. It's more on the defensive side. Being able to stay down and have the quicker feet, being able to speed guys up, and just rebound. Our team needs rebounds, and so Pope's had a huge influence on me on just going every time and pulling down those boards that our team needs.
Does he ever post up against you? You guys ever? Does he ever bang down low with you?
He's too scared. He's never done that.
He has to maintain the credibility of that NBA career.
Right.
And he, to me, he was always that like the white dude on Kentucky's team when they won the NCAA championships. We love that Mark Pope is here. Is the plan to get away from the 4-guard lineup? Are there going to be more bigs playing more consistently? Is that the plan?
You know what? I don't know. Right now, it's going well. We'll see. But right now, I don't know. I don't know the plan.
Because you kind of need to gauge how much do we need to rebound versus how much do we need to, I don't know, make more shots, make threes.
And we saw that last game. Rebounding was a huge factor, where it hasn't been the last couple weeks. And so we'll see. I don't know the plan right now, but you'd think we'll see.
Between you and Isaac and Corbin, I want to say there were 19 rebounds from the 5 spot. Do you have like a number you're trying to reach each game? Is there a goal for the big men?
Yeah, we actually started that 3 or 4 games ago where Pope comes to us. We get together as bigs. We come up with a number. Our number last game was, I think, 14. So
as a group?
As a group, yeah. So we blew that number out of the water, and going into Pepperdine, we'll probably up that number, give us another challenge, and I think that's helped a lot to give us a goal to that when we come into the game, we have that number set, and we're going to do everything in our power to reach that goal.
Was that after St. Mary's where the number was 2 and it was like, hey, we can do better?
I think it was. It was when Waldo just made us look embarrassed.
Yeah, that's tough to watch. And when you watch, let's go back to the Pepperdine loss. As you watch film in that game and Stacey Davis, their star forward, going off, what did you learn from that game that's going to help you on the road at Firestone Fieldhouse?
Just get a hit. We know what guys are going to the boards. We've got to do everything in our power to keep those guys as far away from glass as we can, and that starts early in the possession. We've got to keep them out of the paint, and if we do that, we've had a lot of success from our guards coming in, getting rebounds. So I think this game is going to be a lot of us 4-5s moving those big guys out and guards coming in to pull down some boards.
What are your mission plans?
I started my papers a couple days ago on Sunday, so hopefully get those done. And my brother actually comes back middle of May, and so I'm hoping to get out beginning of June.
That means you'll leave the beginning of May now.
No.
The crossover. No.
Think about that for a second.
I said after. I want to go after. In high school, you went to American Fork, arch rivals with future teammates from Lone Peak. How's that dynamic going to be? And you've never been asked this question.
Never have. Never before. First time. No, but before I committed to BYU, everyone...
Do I really want to play with these guys?
Everyone was telling me, do you really want to play with TJ? Do you really want to play with Nick, Eric? You'll be playing with Tyler this year. You sure you want to do that? You won't see the ball. I'm not kidding. They tell me that, and you know what?
It's kind of true.
They're as good as they get on and off the court. There's no reason you wouldn't want to play with those guys, and so.
Even if they are Knights.
Yes. Yeah. So it's good. I look forward to come back from the mission, playing with Tyler or TJ, playing with Nick and Eric. So it's not a big deal for me.
For those that don't understand the rivalry between American Fork and Lone Peak, can you just give us a brief summary of what it's like between the two schools in Utah County?
And it's not just on the court. It's off the court when we beat them.
At the grocery store.
It's everywhere.
In church.
It's everywhere, man. 3 years ago, my sophomore year, when we beat them for the first time in I think it was 13 years. Our fans stormed the court. And their team was still on the court. We had guys throwing cuts at them. It was even our fan section going hard at them, and I think more than anything, it's hard to explain, but once you get on the court, it's knowing that they've got that Lone Peak jersey on, you've got the AF, and them having more wins in the past 20 years than anyone. You want to do it for your school, you want to do it for your community, and to get that win. AF just beat Lone Peak a couple weeks ago too, so that's big for AF, and more than anything, you just want to do it for your coaches.
You walked into practice with a huge smile the day after, didn't you?
No question.
What's up, Ty Haas?
I had to give Ty and Nate some crap for that. So
that's right.
Josh, so that was big for AF.
We have a tradition here on BYU Sports Nation for all of our first-time guests on set to sign our Rise Up flag. So
awesome.
I don't know how well that pen is working. Yeah, let's go ahead and distribute the BYU Sports Nation karma as well, Ryan.
Awesome.
No Marty Wilson. And now we'll give it.
As much as we like Marty Wilson, just not this week, okay?
All right. Did it work? Is the silver pen working?
It looks black to me. I think it turned into a black marker. You can't really see it.
Your autograph is on there regardless.
It is.
Hey, great to have you, Ryan.
Great to be here. Thanks, you guys.